Welcome to today's Primary Sources, where we read primary sources uncut and unfiltered for you to decide what they were saying. On today's episode, a journal entry from Isaac Banks, a patriot soldier who describes the tearing and melting down of a statue of King George that was in Lower Manhattan. New York City celebrates independence, July 1776. Isaac Banks, Journal, July 10th, 1776. Orders were issued from one brigade to be in readiness at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning for a march. We all imagined that we were designed to make an attack upon the enemy on Staten Island, but on further consideration, we had no reason to doubt of it, as no particular orders were issued with respect to our baggage, which would be necessary to take with us if this was the intention of the general. Last night, the statue on the Bowling Green representing George Guelph, alias George Rex, was pulled down by the populace. In it were 4,000 pounds of lead, and a man undertook to take 10 ounces of gold from the superfice, as both man and horse were covered with gold leaf. The lead, we hear, is to be run up into musket balls for the use of the Yankees, when it is hoped that the emanations from the leaden George will make a deep impression in the bodies of some of his red-coated and Tory subjects, and that they will do the same execution in poisoning and destroying them as the superabundant emanations of the folly and pretended goodness of the real George have made upon their minds, which have effectually poisoned and destroyed their souls, that they are not worthy to be ranked with the beings who have any pretensions to the principles of virtue and justice, but would to God that the unhappy contest might be ended, without putting us to the disagreeable necessity of sending them to dwell with those beings, for the company of whom alone their tempers and dispositions are now suitable. Thank you for listening to today's primary source.